Welcome to the Light Tackle Angler Fishing Report. I'm Captain John Fulweiler.
And Captain David King.
And I'm Ashley Coe.
Hey Ashley,
Hey.
Thank you for joining us.
No problem.
She's the captain of the women's fishing team. She was nice to join us today. Tell them a little reason why we're not in our normal setting on the water today.
Well, we got rained out. There was actually a thunderstorm, our first thunderstorm in May. So we had to do it inside today. We're at our radio station. We do a fishing report every Friday, 6:30 to 7 on WIRA, 1400 AM. So we have a lot of fun with that.
What are they catching down south, John?
Down south, John B. Flying Light Tackle was talking about snook in the inlets and some pompano too, which is kind of late. He said there's nothing much happening up in the North or South Fork. I don't know if there was nobody fishing. There was a lot of wind this week, but he said nothing, just around the inlets. How about offshore?
Offshore, they were talking about cobias along the beach. Some of the boats that were running down the beach ran into some cobia. Also, when they caught the cobia, they had some sharks around.
Nice.
So there's still some black tips and some spinner sharks on the beach. The trollers offshore, we're talking about dolphin in 150 to 200. Ballyhoos, naked ballyhoos, ballyhoos with green skirts, and ballyhoos with pink.
Bubblegum.
Bubblegum.
Bubblegum,
We
right.
have different variations of that, but that was the hot bait down there. They also had kingfish on the bar and 90 feet. Some of those big kingfish that are leaving Jupiter and coming north now. So they saw a few of those off of Stewart. But then the water started dirtying up, so I think those fish are going to hold out for a few days. What about down south? I mean, up to the north, I should say.
Off of Fort Pierce. The inlet water seemed to get a little bit cold this week, so there wasn't much happening off the inlet. The snook are still on the flats. Look on the sand holes. I don't know if you're going to anchor your boat, power pole your boat down, but around the sand holes is where most of the fish have been. Your snook and your trout and your redfish. Throw a Yo-Zuri Sashimi pencil over there. It's been working really good, especially in the low light times of the day. A few ladyfish, a few bluefish, and a few mackerel, but they're kind of starting to move their way up north. That's about it for Pierce. How about
offshore? We were actually offshore yesterday. We did real good. Lots of bait on the beach. We found some baits, pods of bait in about 12 feet of water. We threw the cast net, loaded the well in one cast. Headed offshore, found blue runners in about 45 feet, so we had some great baits. We went out and fished around some of the artificial reefs, and 120 to 200 feet. Amberjacks galore. We didn't get any grouper, but the amberjacks all the way to the surface. I mean, they were up like pitching baits to dolphin. They were nice. The water's cold. It has them pushed up extra high. Also, we got a handful of dolphin in the 12 to 15 pound range. That was kind of the best thing. We worked our way back in, fished on the bar, but the bar from about 110 to 35 feet was really ugly. It's that brown, dark brown, green water. We always call it dead water.
Right.
One of the divers that was in the water said it was like, they call it whale snot, where you jump in the water and it's real slimy looking. Literally, they swim quick to get through it. They said it was clear on the top, brown. When it got to the bottom, it was 59 degrees, so it's too cold for the bottom fish. The only thing you'll get, sea bass, triggerfish, stuff like that. As soon as we got back in on the beach, the water cleared up. There was visibility about 20 feet on the beach. The water warmed back up to 74. Lots of bait popping up on the North Beach and South Beach, so there should be good fishing this weekend with that southeast wind pattern that we're having, which they're calling southeast all the way through the weekend until Monday, 10 to 15. So should be good fishing there on the beaches and offshore in Fort Pierce.
Right. If anybody would like to sponsor our ladies, we would love that. David, give your phone number if they would like to sponsor.
Sure, 772-979-6068. Ashley's the captain. Give me a call and we'll get you hooked up. They'd love to get some sponsorship. They like to fish 10 or 12 of the local tournaments every year. They're at the second tournament this year. They placed fourth place last week with what size?
Right. We placed fourth and we caught a 30-pound dolphin.
Nice.
It was amazing. We had a great time, and we're going to do even better next time.
You were in first place for a while, so that was really exciting. Got bumped down right at the end, but it's a good start to the season. Last year, y'all were 3 for 5 in the top 3, so that was great.
Exactly.
They did real good last year. So if you're interested in some sponsorship, please give us a call, and we'll hook you up with Ashley, and she'll take care of you. We've got a great team. Come see the website, John. Tell them about that.
LightTackleAngler.com. Their pictures of the fish are going to be on there. Some of the pictures from last year. It's fun. You just go in there and you can read all over Florida all the fishing reports and stuff like that. So Anything else to add?
Nope, just get out there. Should be good weather this weekend next.
Sounds good. Thank you for joining us on the Light Tackle Angler Fishing Report. We'll see
Thank
you
you.
again next week.